Did Zach Bryan pay to be given preferential treatment at the most recent UFC bout in order to get even with his former girlfriend, Brianna LaPaglia? He seems to have done precisely that, and the nation is now being criticized for his actions. What are they saying, and who is criticizing Zach for doing this? To spite his ex, does Zach Bryan pay for attention at the UFC fight? The relationship between Brianna, Chicken Free, LaPaglia and Zach Bryan has not been easy. It was a massive slap in the face when he wrote that they had broken up without her knowing. She continued by describing every aspect of their connection, from nuts to soup. According to Brianna, Zach was violent and had his ex-partners sign non-disclosure agreements. Zach's family wanted her to sign one, but she refused. She also considered a $12 million offer that included a house and an apartment in New York City. Ultimately, it wasn't for her, and she is thankful for her freedom, which she desired. Zach was harsh in addition to being unfaithful. He seemed to be bossy and criticized Brianna for her attire. Because of the UFC 309 event that took place on Saturday, November 16, things are just becoming more hazy. When David Onama prevailed, Brianna was cage-side, according to Us Weekly. After that, he went on to shout out to Zach Bryan, saying, "I would like to return here next month to see a performance by, what is it called, Zach Bryan." Dave Portnoy was upset about that. He and Brianna co-host the BFFs podcast, and he quickly replied with a video of his own. He clarified that everything was a sponsored advertisement and that Onama was unaware of Zach's identity. Given that his ex was present, was he attempting to make himself appear even more attractive? It's unknown, but Dave wasn't finished leaving. "Zach, we are aware of your popularity. You pitiful little man, you don't have to buy people's attention to mention your name. We know you're famous, but everyone knows you're ing loser, and now we know how ing little, low, and pathetic you are. It is embarrassing, by the way. You appear to be the tiniest man alive." Fans adore Dave. Fans and followers fell in love when they saw Dave Portnoy criticize Zach Bryan for his actions. They admired Dave's response and his thoughts on the matter as a whole. "I can't stop laughing at this. Bree is probably laughing. I adore how David acts as Bree's protective father. Zach must be embarrassed by this, and I adore it." The fighter's admission that he was paid to say it is nearly as good as his admission in the same interview that he knows Morgan Wallen. For context, it was even better that the fighter brought up Morgan Wallen because Zach had previously become irate with Brianna LaPaglia over him. Zach probably didn't expect this would leak, but it has, and Dave was thrilled about it. Do you believe Zach's career will now suffer? Or will he be able to maintain his devoted followers no matter what he does? Tell us in the comments section below.